That girl Henny. Y'all gotta go to her channel.
The girl Henny, do you know who she is?
She a blogger or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, where this lady come from?
Right? On your ass.
She on your life, G.
Shout out to Henny over there.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. It's your girl Henny, and I'm about to pour plenty of the hot Henny that y'all love to sip on. So if you are new here, welcome. Please be sure to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. Click that notification bell, select all so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And if you are a returning Mob Down Henny Gang member, now let's get into this topic, okay? So, as y'all can tell from the thumbnail, we are here to discuss Tammy's second husband, Danny Tobez Lumpkins. Yes. Now, I tried to warn y'all that when we get down this treacherous rabbit hole of Tammy's, that we end up going into some dark tunnels along the way, and that this is definitely a story. I'm also going to tell y'all, we are jumping a little bit out of the timeline because technically Danny should be further in the series, the docustory series. But because I did the bankruptcy and the name change today, I have to give you this video today because it all ties in together. Because when Tammy married Danny, she married him underneath the name of Tammy Lachelle Cowins Tahita. So it all ties together. I just didn't want to give y'all the video all together because I wanted to focus on the fact that this is her second husband, okay? I already gave you the first husband, Anthony Cowins. Now I'm giving you the second one, Danny Lumpkins, okay? But this dude, Danny, I don't know what to categorize him as because I'm really trying not to judge, and I don't know the story behind everything because, you know, behind every crime there is a story. But this guy is a piece of work, okay? And without further ado, I am going to show you what the heck I am talking about, because Danny started his life of crime when he was like 16, 17 years old, all right? So it says here on this document that on December 27th of 1993, Danny was arrested by the Florida Highway Patrol for burglary of an unoccupied vehicle, grand theft in the third degree, all right? We already off to an amazing start, right? Then on February 18th of 1997, Danny was arrested in South Miami and charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct. Then on July 22nd of 1997, in Miami-Dade, arrested by the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, Danny was arrested and charged with obstruction of justice and giving false information, okay? Then you have here on November 1st of 1997, Danny gets arrested again by the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office and charged with armed robbery with a weapon, firearm use by a felon, what is it called? It's not possession. They don't have possession of a firearm by a felon. So it's firearm used to commit a felony. That's what it is. Firearm used to commit a felony and resisting an officer without violence, which is a misdemeanor. But as you can see, there was no action taken. Maybe you can't see. Let me scroll up a little bit. There was no action taken on any of this. Okay. I don't know. It was modified and removed. All right. But on November 1st of 1997, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the same day. So I think what they did was they dropped these charges, and instead they charged him with this. And this is again the Miami-Dade office. He was charged with burglary, assault and battery, and a violation of probation, and his probation was revoked. Okay, and guess what? We're only in 1997, folks. Then on November 13th of 1997, it says that Danny was arrested by Miami-Dade Sheriff's Department and charged with strong arm robbery and robbery carjacking. But as you can see, it was modified and removed, and no action was taken on that. And then there's nothing else. Then we get to 5/18/1998, and this is where like I'm like side-eyeing because we don't know what happened. You cannot get records the way that you can in other places. This was modified and removed as well, but this was a felony charge of L&L assault on a child. Now, if you don't know what L&L is, that is lewd and lascivious behaviors, lewd and lascivious conduct, which is basically touching of a child anywhere on their body if it was done in a lewd and suggestive manner. It's also if you engage in an sexual act with someone who is like 12 to 16. I don't know. Like at this point in time, Danny was 21 years old. He probably had a 16-year-old girlfriend or something like that. And, you know, while it is not okay for grown-ups to be dating or people who are that much older to be dating someone who is that much younger, I don't know if that was the case with this. And what makes me say I don't know if that was the case is because while this one, same date, remember May 18th of 1998, while no actions were taken on this one, we get over here, and this is also May 18th of 1998, which is the same day. So it's like those charges were removed, but then you get here and you have armed burglary and assault, grand theft, third degree, and then you have sexual battery with a weapon and severe injury. But that part of this case is no action. There's no action on that. And unfortunately, even in these notes, they don't really say very much as to what happened, because I only see this right here, that highlighted portion at the bottom, which y'all can't see, but I only see at the highlighted portion where it says intake unit assigned, sexual battery, child abuse. Okay. I don't see where it was removed on here. And because we cannot get into his files, I cannot tell you what exactly happened with this. But the fact that this is even on his jacket is alarming, highly alarming. And one of the reasons why I said I don't even know what to call him. Okay. Then we go on to January 24th of 1999, and Danny is arrested by Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, and he is charged with battery and assault. The battery is a felony, and the assault is a misdemeanor. Then we go on to February 23rd of 2001. Miami-Dade Sheriff's once again arrests Danny for possession of marijuana. Okay, and he is fined. And then we go on to January 28th of 2002. And Danny in South Miami is arrested and charged with loitering. Okay. January 29th of 2002, Danny gets assault and battery and a burglary charge by Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. He's being arrested. Now, this nole pros, to my understanding, that basically means that a person wished not to press charges on him. And I hate Florida records. Just let me just tell you that, because they don't tell you very much of anything. Maybe I just don't know how to read them. But anyway, these are his aliases that he has been locked up under besides Daniel Tobez Lumpkins, which is his whole name. These are his aliases. I just thought that would be thrown in there for fun. But now we get to the meat and the potatoes of things, because November, there is a warrant that is issued for Danny for this is a federal warrant. Let me back it up. This is a federal arrest warrant, November 15th, for conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and possession of cocaine. Okay, right here, conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute cocaine, possession with intent to distribute cocaine. That's what it says. That's what it says right there. Okay, so this is where his federal case comes in. And I'm also going to let y'all know that there is a word on the curb that Danny could possibly have been Meech's cellie that Tammy married. Like there's like some buzzing that I've heard. Again, this is something that I've heard. It's something that I cannot back up with. Unfortunately, I cannot go into the BOP and track an inmate's travels like you can when you do with the states, where they'll tell you what prisons the inmate has been to on what day and all of that. They don't do that in the BOP. BOP can only tell you where they are right now. They don't track them like that. Like it's just different. But that's what the allegation is. I don't know if that is true or not, but I wanted to acknowledge that piece of information for those who do know about that information, so they don't think that I'm just skipping over it. All right, so now here we go. We're moving on to where are we at now? His indictment. So on 11/20/2021, Danny was indicted on one count of possession with intent to distribute a Schedule II controlled substance that is 5 grams or more of a mixture and substance containing a detectable amount of cocaine, which contains cocaine base, commonly referred to as crack. And then count 2 is possession with the intent to distribute. So that is what it was. And this is his docket sheet. Okay. And so this was in Miami. Okay. And he was facing a possible 40-year imprisonment. All right. Possible 40-year imprisonment for each count. Danny did bond out. Okay. Danny bonded out on $5,000. Okay. He had to go by his standards. One of those standards were that he may not at any time for any reason whatsoever leave the Southern District of Florida. And it consists of Monroe, Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, Okeechobee, and Highlands. So he couldn't leave that area of Florida. He had to stay in the South. All right. He had to surrender his passports. He had to report to pretrial services. He had to submit to substance abuse testing and or treatment. He also had to maintain or actively seek full-time employment, and this was put into order on January 16th of 2002. But then we move on over to here. All right. And this is where the judgment came in at. And this judgment actually came down on, well, these are his sentencing minutes. All right. So it was filed into the courts on July 16th of 2002. And Danny, it says the defendant pled guilty to count 1 of the indictment. Accordingly, the court has adjudicated that the defendant is guilty of the following offense, which is conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute 5 grams of crack cocaine. All right. The date of the offense was 9/27/2001. Okay. And it says that he was being sentenced to 235 months with a recommendation for confinement close to his home in South Florida. He already had supervised release set up for him. And so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this will conclude. Okay. And the year that we are in right now is 2002. Well, we're going to fast forward to 2019, because in 2019, somehow or another, Tammy and Danny not only crossed paths, but they decided to get married. Okay. And as you can see, Tammy Cowins Tahita and Danny Tobez Lumpkins. All right. This is their marriage license. And this is their marriage certificate. Okay, the marriage certificate is in the state of Georgia, Walton County. Okay, that's where the license came from. Even this right here, the license came from Walton County. And the certificate came from Walton County, Georgia. So it looks like Danny must have moved from Florida, like been moved from the facility in Florida to a facility in Georgia. Now, this is where I think people are getting the information from that I mentioned, the rumor that I mentioned, because Meech has been in both Florida and Georgia, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I can't speak on that part. But again, like I said, I wanted to mention it because it was brought up to me. So I wanted to acknowledge that. But anyway, moving right along. So now Danny and Tammy are married in May and in June. Now I know what this next document is going to say to you, but I need you to pay attention to what I am telling you and I am showing you and not pay attention to the whole document. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to actually take my highlighter and I'm going to highlight this part right here. Oh, I don't want that color. I want a different color. So let me go here and let me pick me a different color. I'm going to pick me this color because I like it. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm going to leave it. I promise if you are watching, I'm going to leave it as messy as it is. Where the purple line is and it says type of supervision, term of supervised release, it says date supervision commenced was June 5th of 2019. So May they got married, June he gets released, and then guess what? They are now living together as husband and wife, okay? And Tammy and Danny open up D&T Trucking Company LLC on April 10th of 2020, right? Looks like they're moving right along with their lives. All right, I had to black out the dates. Black out the addresses because, you know, people out here crazy. They be crazy doing crazy things. But all was not well because remember, they just did this in April of 2020. And Tammy, in July, 3 months later, Tammy is petitioning for a divorce. Okay, complaint for divorce without minor children. My name is Tammy Lachelle Lumpkins, and I am representing myself in divorce action. All right, she verifies that they've lived in she's lived in Georgia for more than 6 months, that Danny is her spouse, and that he's a resident of Walton County in Georgia. She says that she needs the sheriff's department can serve him at his residence or his place of work. She gives them the address to be able to do so. They were separated on June 2nd of 2020. So she filed for divorce 3 months later, but they were separated 2 months after they not filed for divorce. They filed for that business. And 2 months later, they were separated. And now here she is filing for a divorce from him. Why are they divorcing? Oh, let's get to that. Okay. All right. You see it? I know y'all see it. I know you went right to it. So the marriage is irreparably broken. They can no longer live together. There's no hope of them getting back together. Remember, we heard all of that with Anthony Cowins when she was divorcing him. Now, she's charging him with adultery. The defendant has had sexual intercourse with someone else during our marriage and other grounds. She says defendant continue to have outside relations with multiple women. Tammy divorced Danny because Danny was a cheater. Girl, after all of this that you've been doing, you mean to tell me? Child, let me get back to these documents. Let me keep my mouth shut to the end, okay? Let me keep my mouth shut to the end. Now, the business was, of course, dissolved, all right? This business got dissolved. Let me see, where's the date at? It doesn't, July 19th of 2021. Tammy dissolved D&T Trucking Company, LLC. Oh, I didn't show y'all. Let me show y'all. This is the document right here. She dissolved it. Shit, I'm done with it. I don't want to be bothered with it, okay? And then the final divorce decree came in the following year. Let me make sure I said that right. The following year. Yep, the following year. The following year, the divorce decree comes in, and as of March 1st of 2021, Tammy and Danny were no longer married. Now, the whole time that they were married, Danny didn't have very much on his record, right? You didn't see him getting into any trouble. The only time you find out what Danny was actually doing while they were married is when we get back to that other document, okay? Hold on. because I wanna check something before I do something. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. I really, really want to make sure that y'all understand what the hell is going on, because this right here, if I have never seen toxic before, if you have never seen toxic before, y'all about to find out what toxic really is. Yes, y'all are, because where's that document that I showed y'all? I just showed y'all the document. Oh, here it is. Remember this document right here? So Tammy did the whole dissolving of the business, right? And she dissolved the business on, let me go back to it, July 19th of 2021. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's hear what Danny was up to. I'm trying to see when this was filed. June 18th of 2021. Okay, and a warrant was issued for his arrest right before she dissolved the business. They were divorced in March. 3 months later, Danny has a warrant for his arrest out. I don't know what happened. Don't ask me. I ain't seen nothing that said anything, but you know, we all can speculate. But I'm gonna tell you what he was up to, because right here on July 3rd of 2020, we right here, Danny, okay, committed the offense of theft by shoplifting. And now let's go. They were divorced on May 1st, right? Check this out. I said May. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think it was, hold on. Did I say that right? When was they divorced? Don't get the skipping up. March 1st. They were divorced March 1st. Well, guess what? On the same day that they were divorced, Danny moved from his approved residence, which was the same residence as Tammy, which, look, if you look, if you sit here and say that she's a black widow and you say that she is bad, I'm gonna agree with you. But he got a violation of his federal probation, a parole, excuse me, for moving out of the residence on the same day that they were divorced. Okay, so that's March. In April of 2021, Danny violated because he traveled to Miami, Florida without securing the permission of the probation officer or the court, as evidenced by his written omission. He admitted that he left and went to Miami, Florida. He probably packed up all his stuff from Georgia and went back home to Florida. Where else was he supposed to go? They had a divorce. Like, they were divorced. But the crazy thing is, didn't Tammy say that they were separated since June? But now here this man is moving out of the residence in March. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it continues also March. Now, April, we already talked about that. May 9th of 2021, Danny used marijuana and he admitted it in writing. May 11th of 2021, Danny submitted a urine specimen which tested positive for the presence of cocaine, as confirmed by the test laboratory and his written admission. He's snitching. He's self-snitching. He must not have had no place to go. Because, see, I know people like this. They don't have no place to go, so they rather go back to jail. I don't... Listen, Linda. I didn't make up the rules. I'm just telling you how this is going, all right? And then, on June 18th of 2021, Danny was in possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. That's 2 counts. Possession of methamphetamine, MDMA, with intent to distribute. Possession of a Schedule II substance with intent to distribute. Possession of Mary Jane with intent to distribute, and obstruction. And there is a police case. And this was in Athens, Clark, Georgia. So the warrant is issued for his arrest. And what was Tammy up to, you wonder? Well, in 2000, July 6th of 2022, Tammy went and reinstated D&T Trucking Company, LLC. She is the registered agent, but there is an authorized signer of Miko Duce, and he is titled as the organizer. You know we're going to look to see who Miko is, right? So now, this is July 6th of 2022, all right? On July 4th of 2022, I'm sorry, that was the filing date. On September 30th of 2021, D&T Trucking was yet again dissolved. Okay, it was dissolved once again, and on the grounds for the administrative dissolution did not either did not exist or has been eliminated. All taxes owed by the entity have been paid. So yeah, this company is non-existent. But now you see administrative dissolve again on 6/16/2023 with Miko Duce at the top of it. As were the last time, it was Tammy that was at the top of it. All right. But then this business was finally dissolved and closed on 9/8 of 2023 for failure to file its annual registration, failure to maintain a registered agent or registered office in this state, and or failure to submit payment for a dishonored fee payment or for fees, taxes, and penalties owed. I don't know who this dude is. We have not explored who this dude is, but you know we going to, okay? Because how do you start a business with your husband? Oh, y'all can't even see that. Let me scroll up a little bit so y'all can see that above me. There you go. That right there. Y'all can see that. No, he is. Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all want to know who this man is, because we will find out. You know we will find out who he is. Anyway, in the meantime and in between time, what was Danny getting himself into, you wonder? Well, Danny has been getting himself into trouble the whole time since he and Tammy have been separated. Here is a family violence. I didn't read this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not read this one because it was so much. And Danny is 6'2", 235 pounds, cocaine with intent. Okay, the possession. All right. It says between 6/18/2021, 5 a.m. and 6/18/2022, 21, 5:20 a.m. Danny Tobarez Lumpkins committed a felony offense, possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. Okay. So this was the warrant that we were seeing. All right. So this is the possession charge right here. This is the warrant. Okay. Now, somebody told on him. I don't know who this David Hargrove is, but personally appeared. This David Hargrove person personally appeared, who on oath said that, to the best of his knowledge and belief, Daniel Lumpkin, and just with the intent to distribute. I believe that was the arresting officer. Okay, so yeah, he possessed some cocaine, as right here with intent. But Danny also was in possession of meth with the intent. I'm not laughing at him, but I mean, golly. Possession of controlled substance with intent. Oh, possession of Mary Jane with intent. Obstruction. Okay. Okay, so it says that Danny did knowingly and willfully obstruct or hinder D. Hardgrove and L.L. Lane, a law enforcement officer, which like I said, that's probably arresting officer, in the lawful discharge of his official duties by fleeing in a 2018 Cadillac XT5. Officer Hardgrove was attempting contact. Furthermore, at the time, accused fled. Officer Lane activated the blue lights on his patrol vehicle to signal accused to stop, but accused did not. So Danny took them. Give them a run, he gonna give them a run, yeah. Give them a run, he gonna give them a run, yeah. So here we go. Danny is back. United States District Court of the Middle District of Georgia, Athens Division. Okay, so it says on June 18th, 2021, in the Athens Division of the Middle District of Georgia and elsewhere within the jurisdiction of the court, Daniel Lumpkin, defendant, herein did and intentionally possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance, to wit, a mixture of, containing a detectable amount of cocaine, crack. He had crack. Okay, he was dealing crack again. Dealing crack again. Tammy, you're ruining these men. What are you doing? Well, no, I can't even say that with him because he was already. All right, he was already. Then on December 14th of 2021, do you see this date? December 14th of 2021, which means he's still getting in trouble. This is an arrest warrant, which means he got out now. He has an arrest warrant. He has an arrest warrant. Okay. Possession with intent to distribute cocaine base in 2021. In 2021. Possession with intent to distribute cocaine base on 6/18/2021. He is still getting in trouble. This is after him and Tammy. Well, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. Him and Tammy have been divorced. This is 3 months after their divorce still. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God. And now here you have him going from Georgia. Is this where he goes and transfers over? Yes. Danny has been in Florida. He has been in Georgia. And now he is in South Carolina. He's in South Carolina with his shenanigans. Okay, he shenaned and he shenaned again. And this time he also did not stop for the blue light. But the officers, they put on the woo-woo, and he did not stop for the blue lights. Okay, and he's in South Carolina with this crap. All right. Now, wait a minute. When was that? Let me take y'all to when that was. That was in 2014. He was arrested 8/8/2024. I'm sorry, I said 14. 2024. He's in South Carolina with the BS. 8/8/2024. Here we go. I don't even know. Is this still the blue light? I can't even tell, but this is the same date, so it's got to be the blue light. Okay. All right. So he bailed out. Okay. $10,000 bail. The amount $10,000. Date posted was 12/2/2024, which was just last year. Just last year. And this time, the arrest date is 11/19/2024. Danny got arrested for trafficking fentanyl, 14 grams or more, but less than 28 grams of fentanyl. Danny is currently sitting in South Carolina. Possession of a stolen firearm on 12/3/2024. That's my birthday. 12/3. He was arrested for possession of a stolen firearm. Okay. No bond this time. He did not bond out. And here we go. State of South Carolina, County of Greenville. Okay. Versus diamond silver necklace, diamond earring. What? Versus a Danny Topaz and Timwanika Rishon Lumpkins. So I guess he remarried. And this is a forfeiture. Okay? He's going through a forfeiture. And the forfeiture is a diamond silver necklace, diamond earrings, silver diamond necklace pendant, gold diamond earrings, 3 gold necklaces, silver heart with diamonds pendant, black Smith & Wesson, MP AR-15 miscellaneous firearms, accessories, defendant's property, certificate of an examination. This is what that is. This is forfeiture proceedings brought by the state. Okay. You are hereby summoned and required to answer the complaint in the above entitled action, a copy of which to where is served upon you. And this is that's basically what it is. He's got to give up all of his possessions. General allegations, okay? Defendant's property is as listed above, captioned and currently in custody of Greenville County. Interested parties are residents of Greenville, South Carolina. Okay? And what was seized from them, they seized the property from interested parties as set forth below. The court has personal and subject matter jurisdiction over the persons and parties above. Interested parties were arrested, taken into custody, or otherwise associated with illegal narcotics as set forth. Defendant property was in close proximity to illegal narcotics, was used as part of or to facilitate sales, distribution, manufacture. Like, how does jewelry come into play with that? Anyway, on or about August 8th of 2024, investigators with the GCMDEU executed a search warrant on interested parties' residence. During the lawful search of the interested parties' residence and person, the investigators located approximately 55.42 grams of marijuana, approximately 27.82 grams of cocaine, approximately 55.87 grams of methamphetamine, miscellaneous drug paraphernalias, black Smith & Wesson, M&P AR-15, 1 stolen firearm, miscellaneous firearm accessories, $5,564 in U.S. currency. The money was found in close proximity to illegal narcotics. All events occurred in Greenville County. That was nowhere near a Terry White. But do you see what I mean by every time you turn around, it's a twist and a turn? Danny was already getting in trouble before he met Tammy. While he was with Tammy, the only thing that he did was shoplift. And as soon as he and Tammy separated, the man went on a rampage. Now, I don't know, but part of me is questioning, did Tammy have anything to do with that warrant coming down on him? Because it's not like it's beneath her to do that. It's not like it's beneath her to set people up. But I'm also curious about this trucking company, because why did you erect this trucking company with your husband, who you know has a violent history and who deals in illegal substances? There's a lot of trucks going on around her. Wouldn't you say? Fidel with the trucks. You got Terry with the cargo. Now you've got the husband in this trucking company that you dissolved after your divorce, but resurrected with another dude. And who is this other dude that she was trying to resurrect this business with? What is going on? And then Danny. You are in Click Click City in 2024. You started all the way in 1993. 93 to 2024. Like, we're in 2025. I said we in 2024. Leave me alone. Just last year, you still getting in trouble? I don't know what to say about this. But now do y'all see why I said that he's worse than any other dude that she's been with? Like, geez Louise, you can't even say that, oh, he got with Tammy and after they left, they broke apart. His whole life fell apart because Danny was already getting in trouble prior to. The only thing that I noticed after she and he separated was it was no longer violence, it was drugs. I want to know what the trucking business was for. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I think I'm done for the night. I was going to do another video. I'm finished for the night. I have nothing else to say. Make sure that y'all like the video. I hope that y'all are enjoying this docu-stories that I'm giving you. Because, baby, it just keeps getting better. Yeah. Now, tomorrow night, I may not be doing the docu-series because I am going to go see my son. Yeah, I'm going to visit my son. So if I don't do the docu-series for y'all tomorrow, y'all will get another docu-series. Like, just y'all will get some stuff, okay? Just y'all will get some stuff, okay? Because I know y'all are like, Henny, we kind of miss you. Like, you aren't active like you're usually active. My other channel is starving right now, and this channel is like. But anyway, love is always love, y'all. When y'all rest well, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me know what y'all think, though. What do y'all really think about Danny? Do you think Tammy set him up? Do you think Tammy snitched on him and that's why he got that warrant that he got? Or do you just think that Danny was out of control? Because I think that Danny was really out of control. I do. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video, everybody. Peace, y'all.